Well, hey everybody, it's the 31st day of May 2026. I'm Jan Erickson, and this is As Above, So Below. Well, we have a blue moon, technically at 1:45 this morning, but I got out to see it rise. And I was too tired to go out at midnight, so I didn't. I did get pictures, though, of them coming up. That was cool. Maybe we'll get out there tonight and get some more. Anyhow, let's go ahead and draw a rune from the Elder Futhark bag. If one will ever end up in my hand, there it goes. What's Dagaz? Dagaz is the 23rd rune of the Elder Futhark. It looks like a little bow tie. And what it means is new day or day. And it's literally the end of one phase and the beginning of another. It could be all options are available, awakening, all doors open, that kind of thing. But it's the idea of experiencing the end of one period in your life or one phase in your life and the beginning of another. I mean, it could be something as simple as you finished a project at work and now you're going to start something new. But for some people who are thinking more about spirituality and things like that, maybe it's the end of one set of beliefs and the beginning of another. You can do Dagaz rituals at the equinox, and you can mentally or with a stick draw Dagaz on the ground, stand in the center, and be there before the time of equinox and feel that shift as it happens. You can do that. All kinds of different things you can do with that sort of end of one thing and beginning of another. Let's go ahead and see what the computer's talking to me. Stop it. Let's see what I have here. This is air. That's fire. That's water. And there is earth. So we're looking at Fortuna Major, which is greater fortune. Last week we had Fortuna Minor, which is lesser fortune. They're all on the same continuum, basically. Here's Fortuna Major. This would be minor. Minor would be like baby steps and progressive success and things like that. But with Fortuna Major, it's the successful individual. Or it could be the windfall at the end of something, like the big paycheck or whatever. It relies more on inner assistance versus Fortuna Minor would rely on outer assistance if necessary, would ask for advice from a wise mentor or something like that. But the difficulty with Major is the fact that you can get ahead of yourself. You can want to micromanage things. And so you just kind of have to find a balance there between being successful and knowing how to still be humble enough to collaborate with other people and not see yourself as the only person that got you there. There's others that are helping along the way. So you have to have a little more balanced view of yourself as opposed to, with the idea of greater fortune here. Let's see, where is my... There it is. Okay, so I can write all this stuff down. Let's go ahead and do the cards. But, you tend to want to, with Fortuna Major, you kind of want to lean into the spotlight. You want to, maybe you're a perfectionist or something like that. A lot of ego with Fortuna Major, whereas less so with Fortuna Minor. And so maybe you're moving into a period of success, where you've put in the time and the effort and, the end of one phase where maybe you're not as successful, but you've maybe completed something where now the windfall's coming in. It could be something like that. Or it could be the end of a less balanced way of being, even with Fortuna Major, where you're a little micromanaging and a little too sure of yourself, and your ego's a little bit out there when maybe it shouldn't be, a little more balanced there. So it could be something like that. But let's go ahead. I'm going to cut the deck and take the lower half and take 3 cards. See if they can give us a little more information. We've got 1 card from the Major Arcana, 1 card from the Cups, and 1 from Wands. And like I said, okay, where is my calculator? It was there. I was looking for it. Now it's disappeared. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's do the numerology here. We had 23 for Degas. We have the 5 of Cups, so there's another 23 reduces to 5, so that's 2 5s there essentially. Judgment is card 20 from the Major Arcana. So 23 plus 5 plus 20 plus 3 for the 3 of Wands. That comes to 51 or 6. Let's do it one more time. 23 plus 5 plus 20 plus 3. Yep, 51. And so that's going to reduce to 6. Okay. Here we've suffered a loss. Emotional loss. You see the house across the little creek or whatever, the small body of water there. You see the home right there. You see 3 overturned cups with its contents spilled. You see 2 behind him. He's dressed in a black cape. His head is bowed. 5 is about change. Can be about freedom versus restriction. Maybe there was too much restriction with the home and there was an argument or something. It could be something like that. And maybe he's gone all the time and the family never sees him. It could be something like that. But there's been some loss, and it's quite a big loss here with you can see in the scene here. So there could be something with the gauze where something has happened and there's been a change in circumstances. 5 can be about that. You look at the 5 of Pentacles, same sort of thing with 2 people that are all bandaged and not dressed for the winter, not dressed for the snow that's coming down, and walking along on a snowy sidewalk or what have you. And there's looks like a church right next to them because of the stained glass window and the type of masonry there. It could be a church. And there you have extremes. Something very extreme has happened in terms of a change in circumstances. Excuse me, that's caused a tremendous amount of loss for these 2. Same sort of thing with this guy. Something's really happened. This is with pentagrams or pentacles. You've got the 5 of Pentacles. You're looking at basically a couple of people that have fallen on hard times. And so big shift with this, and that would be material security with that particular suit. But with cups, you're looking at emotions. And so although there is a little bit of emotional stability left behind him right there, the rest are turned over. And so something's happened, and you could look at it from the standpoint of Degas, where maybe he's lost his job or lost his business or something. But it's been something that's going to have a big impact emotionally. Maybe it's going to create emotional insecurity for him. And then we have Judgment here, the 20th card of the Major Arcana. That reduces to 2. 20 reduces to 2, and so you're looking at balance and love and healing. And in this case, we have the angel Gabriel blowing his horn. You see the pennant affixed to the horn here, a different type of a balance where instead of how we live, which usually this horizontal line is down here, this is the line of spirit coming in to inform the physical reality. And here's the masculine and feminine polarity, if you will, that goes horizontally. But instead of this being in balance, now we have a rebalancing with Judgment when the angel Gabriel blows his horn and awakens everybody from their slumber, their divine slumber. And they all come up out of their caskets and raise their arms in supplication to the archangel. You have a shift in perception that happens. So whatever caused this, there's a shift and this tremendous loss. Now you move on to the other side of Degas. Now, this would be the part where you have the initial loss, and then you come here for something new, all doors opening, and we'll see that with the three of wands. We're going to talk about the two as well. But here, you have this awakening to something new to come into your life so it's renewal, it's rebirth, it's awakening, it's transformation, it's being able to see the bigger picture. So it's not suggesting that he died or anything. It's just that whatever happened to create this loss, that's not all there is in his life. There's going to be something else that is there, that Degas is suggesting that all doors are open and all options are available to him, even though he's struggling right now emotionally with what happened. And so again, you awaken to the new experiences of your life. And let's talk about the three of wands. Here you have, the precursor to this is the two, and the guy is looking the other way, and he's got only two wands right there, and he's got a globe in one hand. So again, all options are available. He took one, or however many were available to him. He went ahead and he made a decision. Two is also about decision, and he stepped through this new doorway into new experiences. And when you get to the three, now he's waiting for his ship to come in. He's waiting for that choice that he made, that decision he made, to be fully realized. And that again is going to be on the other side of Degas, and also could indicate Fortuna Major, where something very lucrative could come his way. So he may have lost his job, which just put him in complete emotional devastation, or his business. He awakened to some new truth about all of that, and a rebirth and a transformation of how he sees things. And here now he's waiting for his ship to come in, or his choices made in the two that isn't part of the reading. You made that decision, and now you're going to see what manifests. You can see this is a yellow bay. Actually, I think it should be blue, but anyway, it's a yellow bay filled with creativity and opportunity. Yellow signals all of that bright, vibrant future. And here he's stepped through the two. The doorway made by the two, from the two of wands here, the two staffs behind him. He stepped through it, and he's holding on to all of his strength and skills and all his creative potential here, represented in the third staff right there, or third wand. And he's ready to manifest something. And again, it could be something very lucrative. It could be something where he's in charge, where he's going to be the boss. Fortuna Major could talk about that, could implicate that or imply that. And so I think that there could be something coming this next week where it feels like you've gone from one phase to another, one that you're leaving behind some emotions that you're having to struggle through, because there was some kind of a change in your life that resulted in this. That again, maybe losing a job, maybe getting a divorce, or maybe your spouse dies and now you're left alone. It's very emotional. You don't know what to do. But then the angel Gabriel comes in and says, well, wait a minute. That's just one part of your life, and that's over with now. You're now ready to move on and awaken to something new in your life that's coming your way. And again, with the three, you're stepping through that doorway, that doorway of choice, where you're ready now to see, okay, this is what I chose to do. How's that going to work out for me? And Fortuna Major suggests that it might be pretty positive, whether it's another stepping stone to something else that's even better, or whether or not it's something that is going to be lucrative initially here with what's happening here. It's not, you don't have to get caught up in the drama and the emotions of what happened. It's time to now face the future and realize that with your own skill set, with your own abilities, with your own mindset, you're ready to move on into something new. So, and it seems to be something that may be positive for you. So if this applies this week, great. If it doesn't, then hang on to it. It could indicate something coming here if it's not specifically this next week. And and just see what happens. Or it could apply to someone you know, and you can share that. Well, don't worry here that you've been through it, but that's not all there is, and there's more waiting for you. And maybe you're somebody who's going to with the overall 6 numerology of empathy and compassion, maybe you're going to be helping someone else through it. Or someone will come and help you, but this idea that whatever you're experiencing right now or have been of late, as upsetting as it might be, it's not the only thing that's going to happen in your life. There's more coming in the future, so that could really end up being a very positive thing for you. So anyway, that's it. So this is our Memorial Day weekend, and I picked some lettuce and some radishes and had them with our hamburgers tonight on the grill, so that was fun. I love this time of year when the garden starts producing just little bits, and it's so great to have that after not having anything over the wintertime. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed your day. I hope you enjoyed your weekend, and come back again on Sunday of next week for another edition of As Above, So Below. Be good to yourself, be good to one another, and blessed be.